In 60 days, everything changes for the US dollar. And I say 60 days because insiders telling me that's when the major digital crypto bill could finally make it through Congress, hit President Trump's desk, possibly the end of September, maybe into October. It would send shockwaves through the financial world. But guys, this week was just step one in that process. Step one was just completed this week. The media completely missed the point of what just happened this week. While they were busy, chasing clicks and drama, focused on Coldplay concerts and other stuff, the biggest financial power struggle in modern history quietly exploded in the background. And if you don't understand what unfolded, you are going to be left behind, because this is about who controls America's future, the dollar, our financial system, Jerome Powell, your money, all of it tied up in one huge week. So we have a lot of news to unpack on this Sunday, and I want to bring you up to speed while you have some downtime on this Sunday. Thank you guys for subscribing. Great to see all of you. Much love to you. Love my subscribers. Great to see you guys. So let's break it all down, okay? China this week just slashed its U.S. Treasury holdings to the lowest level since the 2008 financial crisis. Now, that might sound like just a number on a spreadsheet, but it's not. It's a direct attack on the U.S. dollar. Why? Because for decades, the U.S. has relied on China to buy our debt. When China holds treasuries, our debt, it props up the dollar's global status. It's a vote of confidence in the U.S. economy. But now, China is selling. Now, they've been selling for the past few years, but now in a big way, and they're selling fast. And when your biggest creditor starts dumping your debt, that's the financial equivalent of pulling the fire alarm. It weakens demand for the U.S. dollar, pushes interest rates even higher, even as President Trump has been pushing Powell to lower interest rates. And it signals to the rest of the world that we don't trust America's money anymore. It's a massive economic blow to the U.S. credibility. And if this trend continues, the dollar's days as the world's reserve currency could be numbered. Now, at the same time, Trump is pushing for Fed Chair Jerome Powell to either resign or slash interest rates immediately. Kind of started off the week saying, I want him gone, I want him fired.
I think if Jerome Powell stepped down, it would be a great thing. I don't know that he's going to, but he should.
By the end of the week, he kind of walked that back a little bit. Where does Congress sit on all of this? Well, they just passed sweeping crypto legislation this week that bans central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. Whoa. I mean, this is exactly, by the way, what I voted for. I absolutely wanted President Trump to ban central bank digital currencies. I think that this is the globalists' biggest wet dream right now, to push a CBDC. For lack of a better term, they want total control, and President Trump just gave them the middle finger.
I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency.
Now, each of these stories on their own would be major headlines, but together, all in one freaking week? This is a tectonic shift, a coordinated assault on the old financial order and the beginning of something entirely new in the United States. Now, in my opinion, this is the most pivotal moment in U.S. economic history since the creation of the Federal Reserve back in 1913. And here's the kicker. The biggest wealth transfer in human history is already underway. It's happening right now. So you're either going to be on the winning side of it, or you're going to miss the whole thing and get burned by it. But first, more news that I want to lay out for you, and the bigger picture of all of this that you need to understand. Trump has made it very clear. He wants Jerome Powell out. He calls him a clueless knucklehead, even flat out says that he's holding the country back.
You're telling me he's going to quit? I hope he quits. I don't know that he's going to quit, but he should quit because he's been very bad for the country.
And Trump isn't just tweeting this. He's pointing directly at the root of the problem, the Fed, an unelected body of central bankers controlling the economy when the people and the Treasury are demanding something very different. Trump even recommended a book that I love, actually. It's called American Leviathan, about how we got here. He's not just playing politics, he's waging war on the entire administrative financial state. Let's be honest, the Federal Reserve is a criminal organization, an unelected criminal syndicate that have ruined our country, kept us in a perpetual state of wars. I mean, without the Fed, we wouldn't be able to fund these wars, period. End of story. And while we're focused on Powell this week, China is quietly executing a 5-step plan to crush the United States dollar. Number one, signaling currency swap deals with 40-plus countries, ditching the U.S. dollar in favor of the yuan. Number two, dumping U.S. dollar reserves and buying up as much gold as they can. Number three, They're using the Belt and Road Initiative to push loans and trade in RMB, not dollars, around the world, all through Latin America, right in our backyard. Last week, I showed you how the Chinese ports are state of the art, and they own over 50 of them around the world now.
China is crushing us in their advancements. They have 50 deep water ports that could produce their largest carriers and submarines. We have 2.
Number 4, they're rolling out the digital yuan and alternative payment systems to bypass our SWIFT system. And number 5, they're rallying the BRICS nations right now, including Saudi Arabia, behind a new global currency. All of that happening right now. This is the roadmap to dethroning the US dollar, and we're watching it happening in real time. There's another piece of this that most people, though, are completely missing, but it's huge. And it's Trump's answer to China. Now, the US dollar is officially going on the blockchain as of this last week. Yes, you heard that right, a US dollar-backed stablecoin, now being embraced as part of America's financial strategy. And it's not just some fringe crypto idea anymore. Trump just signed it into law on Friday night. This puts the dollar on chain in the form of a regulated stablecoin as part of the Genius Act.
As we signed the landmark Genius Act, I pledged that we would bring back American liberty and leadership and make the United States the crypto capital of the world, and that's what we've done.
Trump's crypto czar, David Sachs, explained how big this is during the signing ceremony. Watch.
This Genius Act will unlock American dominance in the crypto industry by creating clear rules of the road. It will update archaic payment rails with a revolutionary new payment system. And it will extend U.S. dollar dominance, like you said, globally, by creating a digital dollar that people all over the world can use. And for every digital dollar in a crypto wallet, there'll be a traditional dollar in a U.S. bank account, which will create trillions of dollars of demand for U.S. Treasuries. So that is the power of this bill, is U.S. dollar dominance.
Now, make no mistake, this is a direct response to China's digital yuan and the BRICS de-dollarization push. Think about it. If we can't stop BRICS from launching their own gold-backed currency, dumping U.S. Treasuries, well, the next best play is to modernize the U.S. dollar, make it easier to use, make it faster to settle transactions, and blockchain native, so it's on blockchain. That's what a dollar-backed stable coin does. It gives the dollar new life on a digital battlefield. And Trump is going all in on crypto. I mean, this is how Trump plans to keep the U.S. dollar as the reserve currency, not by printing more money, but by making the dollar more useful than anything out there. And I think that's what most people are missing in all of this. Oh, the US dollar with a stable coin, that's not going to save the US dollar, perhaps. But what it does do is make the US dollar far more useful than anything out there. It's a digital arms race. We can settle transactions quickly on blockchain. It's a digital arms race, and America is finally showing up. We don't look like we're stuck in the 1940s. So when you connect all the dots here, China dumping treasuries, Trump gunning for the Fed, CBDCs being banned by Congress and President Trump, like, holy cow. I mean, now this massive push towards a blockchain-based US dollar, you realize right now we are in the middle of the biggest financial pivot in over 100 years. This is bigger, in my opinion, than Nixon taking us off the gold standard. This rivals 1913 and the creation of the Fed and the fake money printing that came out of that. And speaking of gold, gold is near record highs right now. Silver at a 14-year high. Bitcoin just blew past $120,000 a Bitcoin. And the stock market is hitting all-time highs. This is not normal, guys. None of this is normal.